Fragrances for every budget. Hi everyone, I'm Jolima. I always love fragrances, and this is my channel Scented Moments since 2018, where we discuss everything about fragrances. And I just want to celebrate the fact that we just reached the amazing mark of 27,000 subscriber mark. Thank you so much for your support. It's been a terrific journey. And also, just to let you know that I have on my community tab a Q&A going on, so feel free just to write your question there. And of course, you can question anything regarding fragrances, or a respectful question, of course, regarding my personal life, and then I will dedicate a video answering those questions. Also, you are definitely free to just write your question in the comment section below of this video, and I will include in my future Q&A video. So like I said in the intro, this video specifically, it's about fragrances for every budget. So I will talk about 2 fragrances per price range. So I divided 5 price ranges, so it will be 2 fragrances below 50 euros, 2 fragrances between 50 to 100, and then we have 100 to 150 range, 150 to 200, and 200 plus. And just please bear in mind that the price range here is about online discounters and Facebook groups. These are not retail prices, to also help you to have a sense of the real value of these fragrances. So let's get into it. So in terms of fragrances below 50 euros, we have probably the best brand for that, the best bang for your buck brand in my opinion, and it's Lalique. And I will just showcase this one, L'Insoumis, as an example, but Lalique has so many fantastic fragrances below 50 euros in the online discounters. L'Insoumis is an amazing modern fougere barbershop with some spices and with a salty, boozy edge into it. I get some similarities with Creed's Viking, which actually I do like Creed Viking, and but this one came out first a year earlier in 2016, whilst Viking was released in 2017. I really do get a bit of Viking in here, a Viking vibe. And so again, this is rum, this is peppery, has some clary sage, lavender, with some, I would say, some mossiness as well. Absolutely wonderful experience, long lasting, for especially for a freshie. It's a great everyday type of scent, signature scent worthy, I would say. But also you can go with any Encre Noire fragrance if you want more of a darker experience. So the Encre Noire line is all about vetiver, like dark inky vetiver. You have the Encre Noire, the original, which is that inky gothic like vetiver, broody. You have the Sport, which is the brighter version of the, I think now you have 4 Encre Noire fragrances. So this Sport is the brightest one, more citrusy, more fresh, and still having that vetiver, that rooty vetiver in there. And then you have the L'Extrême, which is, I think, my favorite, which is more of a balsamic, resinous type of vetiver. It's amazing. And then you have a new one, Encre Noire Indigo, which I'm not familiar with. Actually, I have yet to find a deal for that fragrance, but I'm very curious to try. So Encre Noire line is amazing. I think right now it's a legendary type of fragrance line. You also have Lalique Le Parfum, which is one of the most unique vanilla fragrances that I ever smelled. I mean, and the list goes on and on. Lalique is a fantastic house, high quality fragrances, great packaging, great presentation, and for really below 50 euros in online discounters. Also, the other fragrance brand that is a great bang for a buck is the house of Rochas, and here I will show you Eau de Rochas Citron Soleil, which is a fantastic eau de cologne style fragrance with fig, with a fig leaf in it, which gives a more summery green vibe into it, which I absolutely love. Really gives a modern twist to this scent DNA, and actually the longevity is quite nice for an eau de cologne. This is an eau de toilette though, so this is not an eau de cologne concentration, but an eau de toilette. So the performance is actually quite nice. Love this one during the summer, and you also can score this way below 50 euros. And also you have the original Eau de Rochas for men or for women. You have Rochas Femme, which is one of the best Chypre fragrances out there. So you have a lot of great fragrances from Rochas that you can scoop up for less than 50 euros in online discounters, and you will be smelling amazing. Now the next price range between 50 to 100. So here still about designers. One that it's for me one of the best sweet spicy design fragrances out there. It's from House of Viktor and Rolf, and it is Spicebomb Extreme. This is amazing. A cinnamon, peppery, tobacco, vanilla fragrance with some balsamic nuances. This is fantastic. It's a great alternative to Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille, and in that sweet tobacco genre, but being still unique in its own way with this dark balsamic edge and a bit more pepper in the opening. Absolutely love this one. Great performance overall. And if you're searching for just a sweet fragrance with performance, I mean, this is sweet done right. Of course, if you want to elevate your game and to have still smell sweet, but a bit more elegant, a bit more gentlemanly, more mature in general, but in a good way, of course, it's Guerlain. And this one is Rouge Parfum, released this year actually. So I have a full video talking about and comparing the Rouge Parfum with the Eau de Toilette, and also the L'Homme Idéal Parfum with the L'Homme Idéal, the original, and also the Vetiver Parfum with comparing it with the Vetiver Eau de Toilette. So feel free to check that video out if you are interested to see a more in-depth view of this fragrance. But I would say that this is amazing. I love this DNA overall. This is a vanilla fragrance, a sweet vanilla fragrance, but with rose, with some citruses. So it keeps the Abbé Rouge DNA, but modernizing it, making it a bit more sweet, slightly more resinous, I would say. And it's amazing. Now this one, it's a 100 ml Parfum concentration. You can find this one within the 90-95 euros range, and this one is in that 60-70 euros price range. This is a 90 ml bottle, and this is a 100 ml. So yes, these two fragrances are amazing for the price. Again, online discounters, because retail, this one is more expensive, goes into the 150 to 160, and this one as well is not far off that price range as well. I mean, retail pricing in fragrances is really high nowadays, so that's why I'm just recording this video to help you out in having a sense of the real value of these fragrances online. So yes, once again, between this 50 to 100 euro range, these two are amazing. Now between 100 to 150, we are entering in niche category. So the first one is from House of Nuir Nomade, and of course, full disclosure, I have a collaboration with Nuir Nomade going on for almost a year actually. I love this brand, that's why I'm collaborating with them in the first place. I think they are great bang for your buck, because their retail price is 145 euros, and of course you can find even for lower price in online discounters. I could even talk about this fragrance within the range of 50 to 100 euros actually. But you can use my coupon code SENTEN10, and you can go to the official website of Nuir Nomade. You will have 10% discount, where you can purchase the sample set. I always advise to purchase a sample set where you can really try all of the fragrances, and then you will get a grasp on your most favorite fragrances, and then you can use my coupon once again to just purchase your favorite fragrance or favorite fragrances. So yes, I support Nuir Nomade because they are really great. They are really well priced, and they have great quality fragrances. So the one that I'll mention, actually, it's a newcomer to my collection, and it's amazing. It is Ambre Khandjar. And Ambre Khandjar is basically plum, a delicious plum with this resinous, ambery, vanillic qualities. It's amazing. Actually, the color of this liquid, like this dark purpley kind of color, kind of gives a hint of how this fragrance smells. It's a spicy, again, plummy, ambery, vanillic. It's so damn good. I absolutely love this one, Ambre Khandjar by Nomade. Now, I'm not saying that I love all fragrances from Nomade. There are a few that I don't appreciate, but again, feel free to check my video where I give you an overview on Nomade fragrances of their discovery set. Actually, I always post that link in the description below. So the other fragrance that I think I already showcased, it's from the house of Diptyque, and it is Benjoin Boheme. Now, Diptyque is also priced within this range, 100 to 150, even retail, but you can find way better prices on Diptyque online. Again, online discounters and Facebook groups. This one specifically, Benjoin Boheme, is amazing. It's my favorite Diptyque fragrance. And Diptyque is also a fragrance house that I think is really well priced. Not just retail, but also in online discounters. Diptyque is a fantastic house, actually. It's not a fragrance house that it's loud, it will scream at you like it's that beast mode type of fragrances. No, they are more subtle but high quality fragrances nonetheless. This one, again, my favorite, amazing benzoin fragrance. Benzoin, it's a resinous type of note with vanillic qualities. And this is amazing. A natural smelling benzoin with some spices on top, a bit ambery as well. This bottle specifically was discontinued. This is a 100 ml. This was the older bottle presentation. Now Benjoin Boheme comes in the 75 ml with a golden plate in front. And but the smell, it's still the same. But you have so many good fragrances from Diptyque, from Oud Palau, Eau Duel, which is a great vanilla fragrance, Philosophe Rouge, which is regarded as one of the best fig fragrances out there. I mean, the list goes on. Diptyque is a fantastic bang for a buck in terms of niche, and I highly advise you to check this house out. Now we will enter in the price range between 150 to 200. So here we are entering into more niche luxury, uber luxury level. Not uber luxury, but luxury level. Funny enough, I will be talking about two designer fragrances. One of these designers is part of an exclusive line, and the other, actually, it's a regular signature collection type of fragrance. So let's start off with a signature fragrance from Tom Ford. And Tom Ford is an extremely overpriced brand nowadays. It's still one of my favorite designer brands, but it's just overpriced. It's not worth the retail price. Never was, actually, and nowadays even less. But in online discounters, Facebook groups, you can find the Tom Ford fragrances either from the signature collection or from the private blend within this range, between 150 to 200 max, and that's exactly the proper value of Tom Ford fragrances in my view, of course. And one of the fragrances that I will talk about from Tom Ford is the amazing Ombre leather. Ombre leather is a raspberry dark leather with jasmine. It's an amazing perfume, a modern leather type of fragrance. This goes in the realm, I think this is a more versatile, more mass appealing version of Tuscan leather, but Tuscan leather nowadays is really, I think, doesn't smell as good as it once did. So I think this is right nowadays the best leather fragrance of Tom Ford. And nowadays you have so many leathers heavily inspired by the scent DNA. This literally smells like a brand new car interior, leather car interior, with, again, raspberry, with some jasmine in here that gives a more of an indolic quality into it. Absolutely lovely. It's elegant, it's mysterious, it's very sexy in my opinion. Great performance. And so not only Ombre leather, but all the signature fragrances from Tom Ford and private blend, they should be within this range, 150 to 200, and that is, again, the real value of Tom Ford fragrances in my opinion. So yes, one of the best leathers out there. The other fragrance within this range is from Hermes, from the Hermes Essence line, and this is a very recent addition to my collection, one of the best discoveries for me this year. Violette Volynka. Amazing, amazing, amazing perfume. This is also a bit leathery, but with violet leaves. This is an amazing violet leaf type of fragrance with a leathery quality. It's amazing. It's so elegant and it's just breathtaking. This is so hard to describe. It's such a hard fragrance to describe, actually. The violet here is very prominent. It gives almost like an ozonic feel, not like Ganymede, but close to it. It doesn't have Akigala wood, of course, but it has an ozonic quality in here, I would say. And leather, like a very nice, soft leather. It's so good. It's so good. Great performance also. I mean, you also have Cuir d'Ange from the same line, which is still my favorite fragrance of this line, but this one, it's, I mean, Cuir d'Ange, I would say that it's more, it's not easy, it's not as easy to wear and to appreciate as Violette Volynka, I would say. It's an amazing fragrance. Absolutely love this one. Again, very hard to describe, but it has this violet, all borderline ozonic quality with a very elegant leather. Fantastic scent right here. Again, Violette Volynka by Hermes from the Hermes Essence collection. And last but by no means least, within the range of 200 euros plus, I mean, here we are entering into ultra luxury type of fragrance. And the first one that I want to talk about also, this is really the most recent acquisition for me from the house of Amouage, from their exceptional Extrait collection, I think. My first fragrance of Amouage within this collection, and it is Epic 56. It's so good. It's so good. Beautiful bottle though, beautiful bottle. And this is my first Epic bottle. I didn't have the original Epic, but I always loved the DNA of Epic Woman, which it's this one. So this is Epic Woman, but in the Extrait version. And it's amazing, created by Cécile Zorokian. And it's so underrated, I would say, within the Amouage collection. Although they have, I mean, it's popular enough for them to create an Extrait, but still, I would say that it falls in the shadows of Jubilation, Interlude, Reflection, Man, and the Extraits of those fragrances. This one, it's spicy, it's so complex, it's spicy, it's green, it has some aromatic undertones here, very incensey, very resinous, so complex, so good. This, although this is marketed for a woman, but I would say that this is even more masculine than Epic Man, you know, in my opinion. Very long lasting, the performance is amazing, and although this is an Extrait, even the projection is really good. This is a fragrance that it's perfect for the upcoming fall and winter. Love it. This is a masterpiece. I would say right away, this fragrance is a masterpiece, and it's again one of my favorite discoveries of this year. Highly advise you to check this fragrance out, either the original Epic Woman or the Extrait version. So this is Epic Woman 56 by Amouage. And the last fragrance in this range from the House of Chanel, from the Les Exclusives, Coromandel. Coromandel is one of the best patchouli fragrances out there. This is, you can just find the Chanel Les Exclusives more on Facebook groups, and the price goes in 200 euros plus, more 200 euros to 250, I would say, for the 200 ml, actually, I would say, at least here in Europe. And it's a great deal, to be honest. I mean, currently the 200 ml of Chanel Exclusive goes for over 400 euros. I mean, 405 euros. And for sure, it will raise 10% next year, for sure. But Coromandel by Chanel, it's again a patchouli fragrance with this white chocolatey nuance, giving a gourmand, edible quality into it, which is very cozy, but at the same time very sensual, very seductive, very addicting, very alluring as well. Absolutely love this one. With, of course, with the aldehydes in here, signature aldehydes of Chanel that gives a more effervescent touch into it. Love Coromandel, one of my favorites of this line. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what fragrances would you recommend within each price range. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. If you find value in this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Ciao.